This week on The Digital Coffee, are the United States really going to ban TikTok? Like, really? Google business profiles are about to get a little bit more social for some people. And are ugly graphics the next big thing? All that and more after this. Good morning, and welcome to the Digital Coffee. I forgot to pick up my mug. This is your weekly dose of digital marketing and social media news for small business. My name is Amanda Webb. Who am I? Anyway? I am a digital marketing ROI and Google Analytics trainer, mentor, consultant, maker of amazing Google Analytics reports, which means basically that I help businesses like yours get more money in return for the time, the energy and the cash that you're spending online. I save you from doing all the things that aren't really working for your business. That's me. What about you? I can see we got, good few people watching already. Some of you will be going, why is she holding a mug in the air? Well, my mug is full of digital coffee. Sadly, though, digital coffee doesn't exist. So I am coffeeless, but I'm hoping that you all have something in your mug and you are enjoying a nice cup of tea or coffee or something else with me. So do let me know what you're drinking. Also, I'd love to know where you're watching. So where in the world? I'm in County Kildare in the Republic of Ireland. I'd love to know where you are. And secondly, I'd like to know where you're watching, like online. Are you watching on Facebook? Are you watching on LinkedIn? Are you watching on YouTube? Are you watching on X? Not sure if X comments works, but do let me know. And I can see we've got the wonderful Lee here, the fabulous Lee, she squints at the screen, sitting in the office. I have to put my glasses on. I swear I need new eyes, not new glasses. Sitting in the office, drinking green tea in Llandudno in Wales, on Facebook, on a PC. So exactly, I would love to know where the rest of you are watching from. Great to see so many of you on so early in the morning, by the way. Love that. So if you don't want to comment, know that I love you anyway. One more thing before I get on with the news is that at 10:30 a.m. we do, who's we? Myself and Making Sang do a live podcast recording on LinkedIn. And we talk about one of these stories in more detail. We haven't decided which one yet. We will decide shortly. So join us at 10:30 a.m. Not only do you get in on the live podcast recording, but you can also come and have your say, talk about your business and be part of that podcast. So do come over to LinkedIn at 10:30. If you are on a mobile and you're going, why is she sharing a QR code? You can just go over to LinkedIn and search for Making Sang's profile. You will find it there. But enough of that. Don't do that now, because I'm about to talk news.
Hi, I'm Charlie Lawrence and you're watching The Digital Coffee with Amanda Webb.
The first time that I heard that the United States might ban TikTok was under the previous Trump regime. He was the first one to talk about banning TikTok. Weirdly, he's against it now. Anyway, that was the first time. And it was really when TikTok was really taking off beyond just young people. Us oldies were beginning to use it as well. And this has been on and off for so many years. But finally, something has happened. A bill has gone through the House of Representatives. I have to look at my screen to make sure I'm talking about US stuff properly. The House of Representatives, which I guess if you're in the UK, it's like the Houses of Parliament. If you're in Ireland, it's like the Dáil. It's gone through there unanimously. They have passed a bill that will require ByteDance, who are the parent company for TikTok, to divest, to sell TikTok to a non-Chinese entity within 6 months. I think it's 6 months of the bill passing. But that's not it. That doesn't mean it's banned yet, because just like in other countries in the world, there is a second house that has to approve the bill. The second house is the Senate, and then it has to be signed by the president. So it's not over yet. Some senators are worried about banning TikTok, not sure it's a good idea. probably won't go down well with the voters either, is what I'm thinking. And then the president has to sign it. Now, Biden has said he will sign this, weirdly, because he has just recently started a TikTok account to promote his campaign. So is it going to happen? I don't know. But I would say that if your target market is people within the United States, you need to already be rethinking your strategy. If TikTok is a massive part of how you're reaching them, you need to think about how you can use that short video content elsewhere. Maybe you need to start working more on Instagram or YouTube, or just maybe cross-posting that content everywhere else instead of relying on that one network. The second thing you need to think about is if this does happen, I don't know if ByteDance will sell TikTok. It doesn't make sense to me. But if it does happen, it also means that other countries are going to start looking at this. We know countries copy each other. So I know Leo Varadkar, who is the Taoiseach, who is like the Prime Minister of Ireland, has said that he's no plans to get rid of TikTok at the moment, but there are security implications. The EU is obviously going to start looking at it. Other countries are going to start doing the same. Is it all over for TikTok? You know what? I really don't think so. I don't think... We'll have to just wait and see. But that's where it is now. So now we have to wait for the House of Senate. The House of Senate, I think it's just the Senate. House of Senate is a new thing. The House of Senate. Now we just have to wait for the Senate to see what their reaction to this bill will be. And if it goes through there, Biden will sign it. Apparently, you can not sign it, which seems weird, but there you go. I can see we've got Making is here. I was wondering where she was. Where's my glasses, Amanda? Where's my glasses so I can read the comments? I'm so vain. I should just wear them. Steve, who is Making's other half, has made her a special coffee this morning, and she's watching on both LinkedIn and YouTube from Chesterfield in Derbyshire. Very good. Is it Derbyshire or Derbyshire? Derby. Anyway, Ginny is watching on mobile in Herefordshire. No, Hertfordshire. You know, it's almost 30 years since I left the UK. You cannot blame me. Give me an Irish name, I can say it. Derby. Derby's a hat, right? Derby's, yeah. You can tell me on the podcast Making. Anyway, great to see you. Let me put my glasses down somewhere where I remember where they are, and we'll get on with the news.
Hello, this is Rob Charles, the voice of Mike on Forever FM on Peter Kay's Car Share. BAFTA award winning, I've got to say, but I've not seen the BAFTA yet. Anyway, you're watching The Digital Coffee with Amanda Webb. Enjoy. I'm on tea. Shh.
Now tell me this, is your Google business profile up to date? I can say, like, Ginny is all over social media, so I know she's got this for herself and all of her clients. And a lot of people Google business profiles have really evolved over time to become this one-stop shop for information about your business. And you may remember that recently, I think it was towards the end of last year, that they started prompting you to add your social profiles. So you could add your social profiles to your Google business profile, making it even more complete information about your business. And now, I'm looking over here to see if I got a button. I have no... Now they are making it even more social. Now this is only in some regions and some accounts, but some accounts are seeing them pulling in, yes, I got the right button, pulling in social posts directly from those social accounts that you've linked straight into your Google business profile. Now, in fairness, this graphic is a little bit misleading. It's all I could get from the link I had because I don't have this option yet. It is kind of hidden. So you have to scroll down through somebody's profile. You'll have read all of the information about them already. You'll have read the reviews, and then there's a little bit that you can expand, and there will be the social posts. Now, I think this is great, honestly, because we know Google already shows social posts in search results. And if your Google My Business page is going to be the heart of your business, it's going to have all the information anyone could possibly need, it makes sense to have social profiles there. But of course, your website should also be the place, the home for your business, where everything everyone ever needs to know about you is. But no, let's face it, this is something Google are doing. So the more comprehensive they can make it, the better. And I can see we got a couple of comments, clipple of comments on this. Exciting, yeah, making it more useful, absolutely. And I can see Lee is getting very excited about seeing making. It's great when your friends get together like that, isn't it? Isn't it? Lee and making. I expect to see lots of FOMO content from when you get together. Of course there will be. Of course there will be.
You're watching The Digital Coffee with Amanda Webb.
Should you pay for customer service? That was the question that I asked when Meta first launched their paid verified service, because it seemed like all the stuff they were giving you was all about, you know, the service that they should be giving us already. Okay, yeah, we're not really customers of Facebook until we pay them money. But didn't they always say that we were paying with our data? Anyway, I had big discussions with people about this. I was not a fan of you having to pay for customer service. I mean, if you go into a shop and say you want to bring something back and they say, well, you have to pay us, you wouldn't be impressed, would you? Anyway, it does seem that that's the reason that my contacts, at least, knowing that most of my contacts are small businesses or business owners or marketers, do pay for Meta Verified, is to get that customer service, usually when something goes wrong. But unsurprisingly, interest is waning in verified. Less people or fewer people, I never know which one to say, fewer people are subscribing to verified. So they started surveying people. I can't work out if that's, I really should just wear the glasses all the time. They've started surveying people, sending surveys to people, asking them what features they would like to see in Meta Verified. And some of them seem quite good, like that you'll be able to add links to your reels on Facebook, more traffic to your website. Yes. But then others, let's have a look at this. You will also pay for faster ad approval. You'll pay for content protection, or would you pay for, get this, customer support phone line? Now, surely if you're paying for your ads already, you shouldn't be able to pay extra to get your ads approved faster. That just seems stupid and annoying, and it makes me want to punch Meta. It does. The phone line though. You know what? I know I would pay if I was having an issue with, well, I hate going on the phone, but still, I'd get my VA to phone them. I would pay for that customer service phone line from Meta. But you know, I wouldn't subscribe every month. I would wait until I had a problem. I would subscribe. I would use the phone line and I would unsubscribe. So, you know, even though I'm not a fan of it, I would pay for it. But that doesn't mean, does that mean I should pay for it? Absolutely not. Let me see. Interesting. I think they should be enticing us with more features that are actually fun to use rather than kind of blackmailing us into customer service. As you can tell, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of these verifieds at all. I kind of like the LinkedIn one because that's always about giving us extra features. It's not kind of saying, well, we're not going to talk to you unless you get them. So, yeah, I'm not a fan of this. Not a fan of X Verified. Tried it out. Wasn't that impressed. I think they need to offer us more. What do you think?
Hi, I'm Kyra Fingleton from Glamping Under the Stars, and you're watching The Digital Coffee with Amanda Webb.
As you know, traffic from social media sites is in decline. That doesn't mean you should give up. That doesn't mean you shouldn't post links, because I still see actually a lot of the Google accounts that I'm working, or analytics accounts, you know, Facebook still drives a ton of traffic, even organically. So, but it is in decline. So wouldn't it be nice if you could make your links more clickable? I've separated this out from the last story because I think this is more important. Meta is offering this to some verified users. I went in to see what I could get if I went verified. It didn't give me this option, but this is from Ahmed Gammon on Threads, who actually reveals a whole lot of this stuff. He's one of those reversey engineering type people who sees a lot of this. And this seems to be something they're offering. And this will give you the opportunity to customize your links a lot more. So to change your images or whatever to make that link more clickable, which is nice. But should you pay for this if they're still not going to show link posts to anyone? You know, we know that they don't show link posts in general to as many people as they do show other posts. Should you? Well, you know what? I think, yes, this is something I would pay for, because getting traffic to your website, organically or paid, I mean, you may be paying for an ad to get it out there. So why wouldn't you pay to make your content more enticing organically? I absolutely think I would pay for this. I do think it's worth it. Will I pay whatever verified costs a month? I don't know, but I do think this is something that would incentivize me to do it. What about you? Would you pay Meta, not for ads, but just to make your links a little bit more clickable, so organically more people are likely to visit your site? And organic traffic is great, right? Because that's somebody who's decided to take time out of their social media scrolling time to click your link.
I'm Louise Brogan, host of LinkedIn with Louise, and you're watching Digital Coffee with Amanda Webb.
There is no denying that TikTok has changed the world, because now if I go to a shop, you'll see on display in the shop stuff that's hot on TikTok, trending on TikTok, TikTok favorites. I've seen BookTok. I've seen it in bookshops, gadget shops. I was in a health food shop recently looking for soya mince. Yeah, don't even. And when I went there, the girl said, you know, it's really weird because we got a big delivery in last week and it all went immediately. Somebody is obviously talking about it on TikTok. It has had that much of an impact on our shopping habits, and retailers know this. Also, vertical video, you know, it was fumbling along before TikTok came along, and then TikTok hit us in the face with vertical video. And now everyone is doing vertical video. All the social, weirdly, now TikTok are supporting horizontal video, but that's a whole other thing. All the other social media platforms followed. Now it seems it is influencing our accent that is apparently a TikTok accent. And this accent, this voice, includes a higher intonation when people make declarations. Now, I've been trying this. A higher intonation when people are making statements, declarations. I don't know if I even did that. Declarations. A higher intonation when people are making declarations. Maybe that's it. I'm going to tell you about a link shortly where you can find out this. That's part number one. Part number two is a gravelly voice. Maybe you're just kind of like, Now, I'm not very good at doing these, but apparently it's prevalent across TikTok. And the BBC commentator Sophie Smith-Gaylor says that these vocal tics will make your content, your short form content, more compelling, more engaging, and make people want to keep watching. So it's developed as part of the algorithm. It's like humans are changing their voice to ensure that the TikTok algorithm loves them, which is partly interesting because that's what you need to do to make people watch your videos, but partly terribly scary. Now, if you want to hear a good version of somebody doing the voice rather than my pretty lame attempts there, I am going to leave a link on the blog and underneath this if you are watching on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube. I will leave a link where you can listen to Sophie doing the voice. But it's massive that it's had this cultural shift, which brings me to, if they ban TikTok, will we all get different accents again? I just don't know.
Hello, this is Simon Hodgkins, and you're watching The Digital Coffee with Amanda Webb.
How do you stand out in a busy social media feed? How do you do that thumb-stopping thing? How do you grab people's attention? Well, there is a new trend in town, and it is called low-effort design. This is ugly graphic design, and when you think about it, that does stand out, right? In a world where we're used to Instagram perfect, something like this would make you stop your thumb and have a look at what was going on. And this is from a company called Nutter Butter, who are absolutely excelling at this ugly, low effort design. Now, they call it low effort, but you know what? It is far from low effort. When you look at some of the stuff on their feed, it is so complex. The creation process was huge. It just has like a sort of down and dirty, authentic look. And that could be one of the reasons that this trend is becoming so popular. When everything on Instagram is created using the same apps and tools to look shiny and pink and perfect, that sort of thing is going to stand out. But it's not just Nutter Butter that are doing it. There are lots of companies that are embracing this. Bad spelling mistakes, bad use of graphics, bad use of text. All of it designed to grab your attention. And you know what? I think they're doing it really well. And it's something we're going to be talking about on the Extra Shot over on LinkedIn at 10:30. Or, you know, if you subscribe to the podcast, you'll hear us talking about it in more detail. Because I, for one, welcome this trend. I can see a massive comment from Ginny there. I had my glasses close by then, did you see? You pay reluctantly and only a little to speak to Meta customer service. It's outrageous that there is no way to contact them direct. Absolutely, absolutely. And I imagine as a social media manager, that's probably, you know, crucial to your business to have that contact with Meta. So I could probably rant all day about that, to be honest, Ginny. Absolutely, absolutely.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Jeremiah's J-Man Monero with J-Man Speaks from New York, and you're watching Digital Coffee with Amanda Webb. Make it a great day.
Do you watch YouTube videos on your TV? We do. I don't tend to watch like tutorial videos for social media, but like leisure videos, movie trailers. There's these guys in Leicester who have a toy shop, a vintage toy shop. Watch their stuff on the TV, on a smart TV. And more people are doing that, which is great because it actually gives you more distribution. You know, you're making yourself available on every site. Some people could be, are you watching this on your TV right now? But that does cut down on engagement because obviously it's not impossible, but it's really hard to comment when you're watching on a smart TV. Nobody's going to click your links to visit your website when they're watching on a smart TV. But still, it's that extra distribution. And soon, according to, I need to get the thingy bob. According to Elon Musk, who sent another tweet stroke post, X video, which, I mean, you couldn't sound more like porn, could it? X video is coming to your TV soon. He is developing an app for your smart TV, just like the YouTube app, where you'll be able to watch long form content on from X on your TV. Now, to create long form content for X, you need to be a verified subscriber. So this could be good because we know he's trying to encourage creators to come in and post their content on TikTok. He did a whole thing with Mr. Beast and TikTok on X. He did a big thing with Mr. Beast recently to try and attract people over from the likes of YouTube. This is obviously him having his swipe at YouTube, and it's part of his mission to become the one app to rule them all. But will people do this? Will you firstly pay to post your long form content there to get that extra reach? Secondly, does your long form content fit with the X / Twitter brand? That's something we're going to have to be a lot more careful of in the future. We want to make sure that our content isn't sitting next to something horrible. And I think that's the problem with X in general. There's still all the lovely people there, but they're being eclipsed by all the not so lovely people. If you're watching on an X, I do apologise. Still, interesting one, isn't it? It might be worth repurposing your long form videos over there to get that extra reach. That is it from the Digital Coffee for today. I will be back at 10:30 a.m. Did I mention? Live podcast recording, or you can just check out the Extra Shot wherever you listen to your podcast. There will be a picture of myself and May King pointing at the camera on a purple background. That is us. There are other Extra Shots, but they are not us. So come and subscribe to us. Come and join us at 10:30. And if you can't, I'll be back here, same bat place, same bat time next week. And happy St. Patrick's Day to all my friends and viewers in Ireland. Until then, bye-bye.